This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get right into that. So the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj thing is not over. Rick Ross went on a little rant about Nicki Minaj today. And he has a book coming out, so we're going to talk about that. So let's just start with that. So Rick Ross goes in the Breakfast Club. He's coming out with a book where now he's talking about how all the details of his past and how he was really in the street and the problems he had coming into the industry and everything. It's a big fairy tale, okay? Rick Ross is, he's getting into movies and film, and that's right for Rick Ross because he's an actor. Now, Rick Ross is undeniably one of the best lyricists in the game, okay? He's definitely on that top 50 list, okay? Nobody's taking that from him. He paints a vivid picture of the street. But just like Mobb Deep, Nas, and stuff like that, I look at him as someone that observed a lot that was going on. I mean, he was around and probably heard a lot of great stories being a CO, right? Because it's a fact he was one, So he learned, he got a lot of great stories from that and emulated in the music, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you go on and make a whole book and make up a whole fantasy about the past, when your past is written already, is spooky, man. It's very weird. But anyways, his book's coming up. I'll give it a good read. Why not? See what's going on there. But I know he did take a lot of Freeway Ricky Ross's life. He, and a lot of his stuff is fabricated. But it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Still, top 50 for sure. Rick Ross is a hustler. He knows how to flip money. He's great with business. That's undeniable. We know this, okay? I'm not taking anything from the guy on that. I'm just talking about this one thing, the way he goes so far with it. Then he talks about Nicki and how I thought she was a keeper until I thought otherwise. I think she had a lot to do with the Drake and Nicki thing. I mean, the Drake and Meek thing, which I said in the last video. Come on, that was because Drake was salty that Meek Mill's friend got Nicki and he didn't. And that, that stirred some animosity between the two, where Drake wasn't showing him the same amount of love in their friendship. And Meek Mill took it personally and he lashed out, being immature, All rappers do this, okay? Even this Cardi B and Nicki thing, I'll go into that. The way this keeps going on, the way I'm not saying Nicki and Cardi both have their faults in this. Nicki brought it up again, and that's why it's here again. I thought we had left this in 2018. I don't remember a blow up before. When did Cardi B have that little thing where she went on a rant? I think that was still 2018. I'm not sure, but anyways. Nicki brought it back up, the Megatron thing. I mean, not the Megatron thing, the motorsport thing. Sorry, it's to boasters with an M. Joe Budden, I'll say, asked her the question. Certain questions weren't answered in that interview, just like certain questions weren't answered in Rick Ross's interview. Like, what about the Freeway Ricky Ross situation? Nobody asked him about that. What about the Jay-Z NFL situation? That news came out yesterday, along with the Nicki news. And you guys reacted to the Nicki news, but what about Jay-Z with NFL? We'll get to that news in a second, okay? But, hard questions aren't being answered. He was at the Breakfast Club, who is known for having, ushering Cardi B in, right? They wanted Cardi B to win, and they wanted to tear Nicki down in 2017. That's a fact. That's a fact. If you couldn't see that or hear that, you were blind, okay? Now, Cardi B, she's a good performer. Okay, she's good at what she does, okay? But this keeps getting brought up, this motorsport thing with Nicki, and you know what? This is what I hate about it. These two will never get past this. This is almost like Jay-Z and Nas, or, I'm not saying the battle is the same. I'm just saying the issue. It's always an issue that gets brought up. Cormega and Nas, Cormega will never escape the Nas problem. Certain feuds in hip-hop, like Ja Rule and 50, that'll always get brought up. So this is going to be one of those things with Cardi and Nicki. It's stamped now. It was made such a big deal of that it's stamped. So Cardi B continues on her rants today. Certain blogs are trying to discredit her sales history. So she goes off someone's questioning the stats she put up yesterday and say, hey, Music World. She posted a DM between Music World and somebody else. Can you give me an explanation of what 0% change means? Well, that means she's selling the same amount every week. They said, hi, it's showing the change between this week and last week. If it's 0%, that means it hasn't had a drop nor an increase. The sales compared to the sales of 15K. They said, okay, thank you. People are trying to paint false narrative. Okay. So then Cardi B says, since people, YouTubers, always, I can't believe Cardi B watches YouTubers talking about her. That shows insecurity. Any rapper that's doing that is very insecure with themselves when they're watching the blogs and everything. Because if you watch that stuff, you're going to go crazy. You are an entertainer. Yes, you're a human being at the same time. But part of being an entertainer and a celebrity and a superstar is to look past that stuff, only look at it if it's like CNN or Fox News or something, But Cardi B said, since people, YouTubers, always had an excuse to try to spin and discredit me, it's a sad point, facts in place. World, people sing each one of my songs word by word, day by day. Album is selling, of course. Atlantic is pushing it like crazy. Cardi B is not going anywhere. They make a lot of money off of her, and she's very good at performing. She's very good at staying in news. She's a good entertainer. She's not going to go anywhere. So anyways, some people I don't know why people are trying to say that she's not selling. It's pretty obvious she's selling. Okay, come on. Look around, okay? People say, constantly keep my name for clickbaits and always having an excuse for my success. Why is that? Hey, I respect her success. She went from the club to Instagram to Love and Hip Hop to being a major artist. I mean, that takes a lot of work, okay? I'm never discrediting her on that. I'm not saying I love her as a person, but you can't discredit someone's hard work. And Nicki kind of tried to do that in her interview, right? And you can't really discredit that because everyone has a different rise to the top. Nicki's rise had a little bit more foundation to it music-wise because she's skilled. Cardi B is more of an entertainer. Someone does write her stuff and she performs it, but she does do it well, okay? I'm not trying to take that away from her. So then people say, nobody cares, you consistently keep my name in the clickbaits, blah, blah, blah. How do you make this up? A lot of people do try to fake stuff, but I can't believe she's reacting to it. She's a superstar. She shouldn't be reacting to it. So she goes, so these two people right here, I'm not going to put the people's faces, mean to tell me they help to make number one number on my, okay, wait, I need help to make numbers on my album, yet when I go on your channel, every video that has my name on this one brings the most numbers and views. Well, that just means you're on fire, okay? So, Cardi B's name is big, that's a compliment. And since you didn't do your research, you mean to tell me that other artists on this page say 0% you're using machines on the album? Or is it just Cardi? You don't get like me, but don't try it. I mean, look at Post Malone and people like that. They sell about the same amount every week. You eventually hit a plateau. You can tell when someone's first week numbers are fake. And this has nothing to do with Cardi. I'm just talking about numbers in general. If someone does 80K the first week and then the next week they do like 10K, it was faked. Cardi was pretty real. Okay, she had a steady rise to the top. She was on fire. They pumped a lot of money into her. Okay, and her songs are catchy. They got they have the perfect fine-tuned oil machine working on Cardi, and she is good. She's a good personality for her role. She's doing her job. Okay, she's doing a good job. Okay, so I hope people put that whole thing to bed with Nicki and Cardi. I'm sick of hearing about that. And I already know what Ladies Night's going to be. The Cardi B's talking about doing Ladies Night. We know what that's going to be. It's going to be Remy Ma, Lil' Kim, anybody who had a problem with Nicki and her. And then probably someone like, you'll probably have Missy Elliott on there because you got to. If she put Angie Martinez on there, that would be amazing too. Because Angie Martinez hasn't rapped in over a decade. Anyways, next up we got, wrong one. Jay-Z, he did a deal with the NFL. People were reacting to it. Nessa said it's a lie. Colin never spoke to Jay-Z before the NFL deal. Nessa was also shocked that Jay-Z had been working on this deal for almost 2 years, a little less than 2 years. And also, people were shocked about his reaction to kneeling and everything. Where like, we're done with that, guys. J. Cole reacted. I think he's just disappointed. I wouldn't take it as a dig at Jay-Z. Just a little misunderstanding. You know, he doesn't understand it. He says, "Thank you, Kaepernick. We ain't forgot. NFL, let the man work. It's been 3 years since Colin Kaepernick first protested against systematic oppression." Then also we have Colin Kaepernick. He says, "Today marks the 3-year anniversary of the first time I protested. I continue to work and stand with other people in their fight of liberation." I haven't really seen what he's doing lately. I see him like helping out boys and girls programs, which is beautiful, and he's giving back. But against police brutality, which is the problem, I don't see any progress. And I think everybody of all colors needs to unify on that. I mean, that's a huge problem, okay? Nobody should be scared when the police are around. They're employed to protect the Constitution, and that's it. Not to harass and ticket people, okay? For unnecessarily, you know? So, and then put people in jail for no reason, right? Come on. Or tase and take people's lives? Come on. We live in a police state. We just, you know, not everybody's aware, but we do. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. And I'm not saying all cops are bad. Some are good, but, you know, the bad ones are bad. And all you need is a few bad seeds. I wish the other good cops would get rid of the bad cops. Like, you know, get them out of the force. They don't deserve to be there, you know? Nobody should be that scared when they get pulled over. I mean, everybody's pretty scared when they get pulled over, but, you know, we know who's the most scared, you know? Anyways, guys, love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash that like button. It's very important. Please smash that like button. I ask because a closed mouth doesn't get fed. I know it sounds like I'm begging, but it's very important for engagement. I appreciate you guys when you hit that like button. Positive vibes to you for hitting that like button. I appreciate you guys. Have a positive Thursday, and I'll check you on the next one.